My man Nate, man, shout out to Nate Brown.
What up, what up, what up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dre Day. What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going. Keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, it's right there on the bottom of the screen. Subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know that I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Whoa, man, oh man, oh man. This video here, I'm going to do something a little different. Usually, when y'all see this handsome young fella, it's more so just to speak on the WNBA. Like, if you've been supporting the channel and been tuning in, you can see that the majority of my content is WNBA worthy. Women's basketball worthy. You might get some wrestling here and there. You might get some baseball here and there. And you might get some NBA talk here and there for the most part. This one here, oh no, I definitely had to speak on this one. The NBA finals wrapped up about 2 weeks ago. And now free agency has begun. Within that free agency, obviously some trades have taken place. Giannis is in Miami. Kawhi Leonard is back in Toronto. But this trade that happened, I was at work. And of course, I'm sure like everybody else that has ESPN on their phone got the alert of alerts that Jaylen Brown was being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. And I'm not going to lie. Part of me wasn't going to speak on it, but one of my bros hit me up. My man, Chief Mac, hit me up. And he was like, Jaylen, the Sixers, hit the studio. You got work to do. So when he said that, I said, okay, so clearly he wants to hear my opinion on it. So the OJ's got a song called Give the People What They Want. So one of my bros wanted this, so he's going to get it. Pause, just like everybody else is going to. So let me pull up the clip. Let me pull up the article, and then I'll read it, and then I will give my opinion on this whole thing. Okay. Jaylen Brown. Man, oh man, oh man. Wow. I'm still in shock. Still in shock. Jaylen Brown has a new home as the Boston Celtics agree to send the former NBA Finals MVP to the Philadelphia 76ers in a blockbuster trade Wednesday. Sources tell ESPN. Sham Sharonia. Hopefully I said his name right. The Sixers are sending Paul George 2 first-round picks, 2028 and 2031, pardon self, and 2 second-round selections, 2028 and 2030, to Boston to complete the deal, sources say. Brown's future in Boston had been in question in recent weeks. The Celtics attempted to trade him and 2 unprotected first-round picks to the Bucks for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but Milwaukee instead agreed to trade him to Miami. Boston spent recent days looking elsewhere for a trade partner, with sources telling Sharonia that the team was full-blown shopping Brown around the league by Wednesday. Sources also told Sharonia that Brown never requested a trade out of Boston. The draft picks going to Boston in the deal have the following parameters, sources told Sharonia. The 2028 first-round pick could convert from a first to a swap that is more favorable to Boston. The 2031 selection is an unprotected Philadelphia first. The 2028 second-round pick is the most favorable for the Warriors, Thunder, and Bucks. The 2030 second-rounder is most favorable for the Wizards and Suns. I'm not going to read all of that because now I want to give my opinion on it. Wow. Just wow. Now, my whole thing is this. And as you can see in the title, I said the Celtics fucked themselves over with this. And that's exactly what they did. Because, okay, cool. Draft picks. But you get Paul George. Like, when the last time Paul George was ever healthy? Like, think about it. That man has been injured left and right. And now you're about to have him pair up with Jayson who's also at this point, I mean, I don't want to wish ill will and wish injuries on him, but usually when you sustain injuries, you continuously get them, right? So, obviously, if you've been living under a rock, Jaylen Brown led the Boston Celtics last year, this past season. Let's just call it what it is. Now, for some people, I believe he was in the top 5 for MVP. Me personally, on my list, he was second on my list. I had Wemby number 1. I had Jaylen Brown at number 2. I don't care about the whole SGA and Joker shit. I did a video a while ago saying that I'm sick of the usual suspects winning MVPs. It's time to give it to somebody else. So for me, I'm like, okay, we got to give it, to either Wemby or Jaylen Brown because of what they've done with their teams. Nobody expected San Antonio to be where they was. Nobody expected Boston to be where they was, especially when JT got hurt in the semifinals last year against the Knicks. Bam. Jaylen Brown has his best year. His best year statistically was this year. Having the Boston Celtics a top 2 team in the Eastern Conference basically the whole year. Jayson Tatum decides to come back. Things start to fuster. I'm not saying it was drama between them, but obviously you can tell things changed once JT came back in the lineup because you got to remember, Jaylen Brown is the focal point. He's the Batman on this team while JT is gone. Now, as soon as JT comes back, it seems like he has to now go back to being Robin and JT be Batman. Now we fast forward to the playoffs. The Boston Celtics were up 3-1 to this Sixers team, and they choked it away. And then, obviously, we all know what happened, I want to say a week or so after Boston's season was over. Jaylen Brown was on a Twitch, and he basically said that this was his favorite season. And when he said that, that opened the floodgates for everybody because now they're like, oh, wait, this is your favorite season? Why would this be your favorite season? Now, for me personally, I didn't have an issue with what he said. I didn't have an issue with it. What I had an issue with was the timing of it. It's like, bro, y'all just lost in the playoffs to Philly. And y'all got, you choked this away. and this is what you say at this time. And then you got to remember, you're playing for the Boston Celtics. This is a franchise. This is one of the storied franchises in the history of the NBA. Now, depending on who you ask, some people say the Celtics is the most storied. Some people say the Lakers, but it's definitely one of them two, depending on who you ask. They breed championships. They have the most. Like, they're tied for the most championships, right? I think they're tied for the most championships, or I think Boston might have just edged them from winning a few years ago. But the point is that the people in Boston wasn't too happy with that. And then once that happened, all these trade rumors started circulating. All of them started circulating. I'm not going to get into the whole back and forth with him and Stephen A, because me personally, I don't listen. Stephen A, that man needs some buns. You know what I'm saying? Like he's too much, like he's too much of an attention whore, if you ask me. And he likes to interject himself in things that he has no clue what he's talking about. But the point is that, hold on a second, yo, hold on. Sorry for that delay. I had to kill a fly. These things get on my damn nerve. But yeah, like, I really don't care for Stephen A. So I'm team Jaylen Brown as it pertains to that. But you got to think of this scenario. Jaylen Brown has been disrespected for quite some time now when it comes to the Boston Celtics, right? It seems like, to me, Jaylen Brown was the voice of the Boston Celtics, and then Jason Tatum just sat back and just didn't say anything. Now, my whole thing is this. When JT got hurt and he decided to come back, I never said it on my platform because I didn't speak on it, but I can speak on it now. I think the reason why JT came back, Jason Tatum, for y'all that don't know, I think the reason he came back was because he was ego tripping. He was looking at it as like, yo, I'm the guy on this team. I'm the man on this team. And now he's taking over and he's got them as the second seed while I'm gone. Oh, no, I got to come back. Because, see, for me, listen, KD, this happened to KD in the playoffs in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. He sustains an injury, calf injury, Achilles injury, sits out the whole 2020. Mind you, free agent, signs with Brooklyn, doesn't play the whole year. JT could have did the same thing. But in my opinion, this is just my assumption, his ego took a hit. Because Jaylen Brown was killing it with Boston. MVP conversation and everything. Best season so far in his career. And it's like, oh, wait, he's doing this while I'm gone? Oh, no, I got to come back. Me, that was selfish in my eyes. In my opinion, it was selfish. Because, see, for me, why would I be coming back? I got that fine British woman, Ella May, at home. Why am I coming back? I'm staying home. I'm staying home with her. Why am I coming back? So that's just my opinion, right? So he now gets traded to the enemy, the Sixers. Now, think about this. Obviously, we know Joel Embiid is going to get hurt next year. We know that already. Like, there's no need to fake the funk. There's no need to think that he's going to play more than 60 games. It'll be a miracle if he play more than 60 games, right? So you got Joel Embiid. You got Jaylen Brown now. And you still got Tyresemaxey, which is crazy because, I mean, if Boston really wanted somebody in this trade, don't you think he would have been the person that you go after? Not a damn Paul George, but hey, I'm not a GM, so I don't know. But you now have a big three in Philly. Jaylen Brown, Tyresemaxey, Joel Embiid. Now, when the season was over, I said on my social media pages that the Knicks is going to open up the season against the Boston Celtics. That was my assumption. I'm like, they're going to open up the season. They're going to open the 2025. No, they're going to open the 2026, 2027 season in the Garden, raising their championship banner, and their opponent is going to be the Boston Celtics. After this trade, do not be surprised if that opponent for the Knicks on opening night isn't the Philadelphia 76ers. Don't be surprised. I honestly don't see anybody else. And honestly, with this move, this actually hurts Boston. Like, I honestly don't know where they fall at now in the Eastern Conference, because now with this move for Philly is definitely a top 4 team in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, you still got the Knicks. I think right now on paper, I might still, I don't know. I still might have Philly over Miami with the addition of Giannis. I still might have Philly over Miami. So I think right now, those are the top 3 teams in the East. I don't care for Cleveland. I don't. I've never respected them. Never. Well, let me not say never, because when Brown was there, I respected them. But as far as recent years, listen, that year they had 60-something wins, didn't take them seriously. And obviously, Indiana proved my point. Last year, didn't take them serious, and definitely didn't take them serious when they traded for James Harden. So I really don't take them serious now. So I think for me, the top 3 teams in the East right now at this present moment is the Knicks, Sixers, and Miami. Now, I know Toronto just got Kawhi, so I don't know where they fall in that, but I think the top 3 teams right now is the Knicks, Philly, and Miami. Boston is still in the conversation because I just forgot they signed Mitchell Robinson in free agency, and Knicks fans is not too thrilled about that. Like, they glad he got his bag. But they like, yo, you had to go to Boston to get it? Well, hey, he had to go where the money was at. Listen, if the Knicks really wanted him, they would have paid him. But at the end of the day, I kind of figured they wasn't going to keep everybody. Like Jose Alvarado, they brought back. Shamet, they brought him back. So obviously somebody from that squad was going to be gone. And it was Mitchell Robinson. And the other big man for the Knicks, I can't pronounce his name, he left. And guess where he went? He went to Philly. So this Philly team is going to be very interesting this year. It's going to be very interesting this year. I cannot wait for that first game that Philly and Boston play. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Don't be surprised if that's not in the first week of the new season. Because, again, I still believe the Knicks is going to play the Sixers the first game. And then I think, what's that, Thursday or Friday? It'd be Boston against Philly. So, Jaylen Brown, I understand you didn't want to trade. I understand you never requested one. But you was in trade talks for a couple of years before you got your big contract. And then even after you got it, you was in trade talks. So eventually it was going to happen, because once they was trying to get Giannis, it's like, yo, there's no coming back from this. It's like, yo, they got to trade you now. Once you already been in conversations, you might as well keep it going. And clearly they didn't respect you, because not only did they keep you in the conference, but they kept you in the division. So you're going to be playing Boston 4 times out the year, 4 or 5 times out the year. I know those games is going to be personal for him. Those games is going to be very, very personal for him. And I can't wait. I'm excited. But we got months to go before the season start. But I will tell you this, though. I can't wait for them. I can't wait for that schedule to come out. I honestly can't wait. I honestly cannot wait. So y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. It's a wrap for this video. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going. Keep it growing. Keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. Also, hit that notification bell so that way once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sports Baby Dre Day podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.